So there you go. That's the Commissioner of Police in the Ekiti State, Mr. Bello Ahmed. Well, Senator, some of your party men had said there was an assassination attempt. Well, clearly that was not. So why were they trying to overheat the polity?
Let's look at it this way. As soon as that happened, and everybody started running head-scatter, taking Okwe to the hospital and the other victims, nobody knew how the policeman came. Nobody knew what happened. And we just saw gunshots, and we barely escaped.
Yeah, but the policeman came with some people.
Now, but nobody knew who the policeman came from.
Yeah, but the people that brought him knew. So if
that brought him...
I mean, after they had said it was an assassination attempt.
Yes.
And then the police said it was an accidental discharge.
Yes.
Did they come forward to say, well, it was an error, for us to have said it was an assassination attempt?
But of course, you know, the first question you asked me this morning when I was speaking is that it was an accidental discharge, that the guy probably lacks training.
Yeah, that was true. But what about the party in the state? Have they said the same thing?
Well, I don't know, because I left yesterday.
Should they say the same thing?
They should retract the original one.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that is in order. There's no question. Now with new facts that we all know what happened, there is nothing wrong in, you know, the party.
Was that policeman the only one in that crowd?
No. There were a lot of policemen. Too many. I mean, they were trying to shield. Don't forget that we had Governor Akeredolu there, a serving governor, had his own security. We had Governor Kayode, an ex-governor, now candidate of the party. So these are VIP people that would normally attract a lot of security. So they were pushing, trying to ensure that we were protected to be able to move into a vehicle. The crowd was massive. Is it
necessary to, I don't know, I'm just wondering, is it necessary to have this kind of gathering? I mean, you've lived in other climes where you want to campaign, you go to groups, you go to meet the groups, you don't need to gather them in a stadium. Is this the best way to go about it?
Well, invariably, sometimes too, you do have big rallies in America. And they use private policemen, serving policemen. The difference here is because of the fact that we have too many people that are jobless. These youths, many of them have no jobs. And they are looking for, you know, how to scavenge some money from VIPs. And they get rough periodically. That is why the policemen are there to try and protect people from getting injured. As a matter of fact, that same day, they forced my phone out of my hand. If I had not shouted immediately and the guy quickly dropped the phone, my phone would have been gone. So it was a very rowdy environment. But the initial thought was that who would want to kill us? So that was the initial thing that went out. Nobody had information about, we knew somebody was shooting, and nobody was going to wait and be looking at the gun. The only thing we knew was that I saw the gun, at least for doing like this, you know, just like that. So there was nobody who had the benefit of that information at that point in time before the thing went out that an assassination attempt on Kayode Fayemi, and even the governor of Ondo State, and many of us. So that was the first occurrence. And as we were driving, trying to run away, we ran into a blockade of Governor Ayo Fayose on his new bridge. He didn't want us to pass through the place. How many places in town? So, and I said, okay, why is he doing all this? So that was the initial thing that came on. But I you know, personally, I don't say things in a hurry. So I was in, I didn't know, because I don't see any reason why anybody, what good it's going to do anyone to try and kill me or kill the candidate. So, but that was the initial reaction, that somebody probably, because if a person is shooting behind the candidate and somebody following him just dropped, another person dropped, so we thought it was targeted at him. That was the original we all believed. Okay. But now, the story is very clear on what happened.
Well, looking at this scenario now, do you think that the way it's going, the police have said, well, they're going to, number one, investigate. It's clear it wasn't an assassination attempt. It's clear the policeman was on illegal duty. The police are taking actions on that. Are you confident that the police, for these Ekiti elections, will stick to their professional task and rules?
Yes, I'm very confident. Reasons are available for me to draw inference from. First of all, they are the professional, and they've stated it as it were. But my concern is that a chieftain of a political party will be in a hurry to put into the public domain a press release. If you are in a hurry, if you could be as hardworking or as smart working like that to have engaged in such act, press release, within almost 45 to 1 hour of the incident, it should also be in a hurry to retract the statement.